Let me begin by first congratulating the outstanding class of 2020, which has the additional challenge of graduating amid a pandemic. You have triumphed and succeeded against unique odds, and we are so proud of you. Next, let us recognize the family and friends of our graduates who share in the pride in your accomplishments. We wish we could have gathered together in May to celebrate these achievements, but we are thrilled to be able to share this presentation where we will recognize the members of the class of 2020. All of us at Lehigh-Carbon Community College are privileged to have been a part of your journey to your degree. In addition, let me recognize our faculty, who through their teaching, mentoring, and support make this important day possible. Our graduates reflect your outstanding work and dedication. I know I speak on behalf of our students as I offer to each of you a heartfelt thank you. To the respected members of our trustees, administration, and staff, and to the college alumni, thank you for everything that you do to make LTRI-C among the best community colleges in the nation. Finally, welcome and congratulations to Lehigh-Carbon Community College's class of 2020. Class of 2020, you have worked very hard for your degree while overcoming unique obstacles this spring. You should be proud of what you have accomplished. It is indeed a privilege to address you, for all of you who graduate today have accomplished something truly important and worth celebrating. You have completed a demanding course of study that will transform your life in many ways. Tens of thousands of LTRI-C alumni who have preceded you at their own commencement ceremonies today work at all levels of industry, government, education, and healthcare throughout the Lehigh Valley, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and the nation. You join this incredible group of alumni and now hold the keys to build a better world for yourselves and for us all. These past few months have challenged you as never before. Many of you had to quickly transition to taking classes in an online format. You had to figure out technology that maybe you had never had to use before. You had to balance demands of college with the challenges at home dictated by the pandemic. But you did it. I have no doubt that you are prepared to transition to the next challenge and can take on the world, that you will continue to learn in whatever environment you find yourselves in, and you will give back using the tools you have gained while at LTRI-C. Celebrate this milestone, which is just one of many that will mark your successes in the coming years. I hope that you will continue to build a community in which you can help your fellow human beings and celebrate even more milestones. In this way, you can truly honor LTRI-C's tradition of excellence. All of us at LTRI-C are thrilled to be a part of your celebration. We send you our best wishes as you begin the adventures that lie ahead. With the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Board of Trustees of Lehigh-Carbon Community College, I confer the appropriate degree upon those of you who have fulfilled degree requirements and award the certificate or diploma in your specialty to those of you who have completed the requirements. Graduates, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations and best wishes, class of 2020.
When I was 8 years old, my mother told me to shoot for the stars. She said that I could accomplish anything I wanted to in life, if only I was willing to put in the hard work for it. As I grew older, that statement began to seem more and more like a far-off fantasy, and by the time I was 18 and graduating high school, I had completely forgotten that she'd said it in the first place. I didn't want to go to college. To be honest, I was more than comfortable at my grocery store job, making little more than minimum wage. I had this dream to become a best-selling author of fiction, seeing as reading and writing have always been what comforts me in my darkest hours. My plan was simple: work as a cashier to pay the bills, and write on the side until I could kickstart my career as a full-time writer. But in the summer after my senior year, I worked and worked and worked until one day I just broke down. I felt lost, sad, and confused all the time. My brother told me about LTRI-C and its Honors Scholars Program, a program that, if admitted, would grant me a full-time education virtually for free. Now, I don't know about you, but I like free things. I figured, since I had felt so lost anyway, why not give it a shot? My first year of college was one of the most difficult times of my life. I wasn't prepared for the coursework. I was handing things in late, if at all, not doing the assigned readings, and even isolating myself from the people around me who just wanted to help, my family included. And then something interesting happened in my second semester that changed everything. I took the journalism class offered here at the college. When the time came to write my first story for the paper, I brought my friend Haley for support as I covered the event I was planning to write about. In short, I completely flunked my first interview. I awkwardly approached the interviewee, didn't introduce myself to her, and eventually she turned me away. Naturally, I turned to my friend and told her we were leaving. But she told me I needed to try again. Otherwise, I'd fail the assignment and thus fail the class. And though I countered her, eventually she convinced me to try again. And the second time around, I actually conducted a really nice and thorough interview. When I received an A on my first story, I let out a hushed and victorious yes. Professor Rabinowitz heard me and said the words that completely changed the way I looked at life. "Don't get used to it," he said, and above all, I found myself smiling. Even though he was a tough grader, I had earned that A. After that day, I started taking my education more seriously. I officially changed my major to communication and started learning well in class, not just letting the information go in one ear and out the other. Has it been challenging? You bet. But even through it all, even when I felt that maybe this degree wasn't worth all the trouble it put me through, I remember that first news story and the fire that Professor Rabinowitz's words ignited in me. With the help of some unforgettable friends, teachers who changed the way I viewed my education, and administrators who helped me see that there was more to my prospective career path, I made it through. I can live freely, happily, and with a sense of pride and purpose. And I know every person graduating with me today can say the same. I'd like to leave you with a quote from a little-known book titled Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. "Happiness can be found, even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light." Thank you.
As a 40-year-old student, I learned many things before I arrived at Lehigh Carbon Community College. I entered the classroom a woman combat veteran of the Iraq War. I had been shot at, nearly blown up, and mortared before my 25th birthday. After war, you feel as no one can tell you anything. What could a teenager or the 20-somethings teach me at college that the war could not? I could have sat in the classroom and shut my mind off to the possibilities of others' ideas, but I decided instead to sit down, open my combat-rattled brain, tinnitus-ringing ears, and listen. And I asked myself, what can I learn from you? What can we share together? How can we question the current state of affairs in the world that my war contributed to? How can we work together and make the world a better place by not repeating the mistakes of the past? How can we move forward, every generation collaborating together? President Bieber, faculty, veterans, parents, relatives, friends, service men and women, and the class of 2020, thank you for inviting me to share my journey from war to community college. Service in our American military was not my first choice in pursuits. Before enlisting in the Army, I transferred from college to college, thinking there was something wrong with these places, not considering that maybe it was me and my lack of direction and purpose. Looking back, I see that it might have been a combination of both. I joined the Army because the military promised to pay off my $40,000 of student loan debt. The golden ticket. Debt-free. I could start a new life, save to go to college, later, or while serving. I trained as a healthcare specialist combat medic to work in a hospital on a military base, I hoped in Europe or Hawaii. I received my orders to Iraq once my medical training was completed a year later. War. War is an incredibly humbling experience because of the death and the healing. I had my own military ambulance and an M16 rifle. Imagine, I drove a green Humvee with a big box on the back with 4 litters, which are stretchers without wheels, only handles. Those green ambulances strewn across the desert like a giant garter snake invading Iraq. In my mind was the slogan of winning hearts and minds of the Iraqi people as their blurry images flew by through the sight of my M16 rifle. War is a funny, devastating, unfair, and merciless thing. It tethers the soul to an unbreakable link to the past. In my journey back from war, I suffered. The lack of reintegration programs for veterans contributed tremendously to that suffering. Over time and extreme resilience, I learned how to ask questions and hold myself to a standard of authenticity, compassion, and purpose. Returning to the classroom was my worst nightmare, as I worried if the books would be accurate or propaganda, and if the other students would be accepting or ostracize me. At LTRIC, I found a community that included a veterans club, knowledgeable advisors, and staff with the resources to guide me on this frightening endeavor with supportive professors who worked with all the students to succeed. I stand here today proud to be graduating from Lehigh-Carbon County Community College with the class of 2020. This college and its community gave me the resources to shine, reconnect with academia, listen to my fellow students and veterans as they shared their perspectives and knowledge. I have the opportunity to invest the knowledge I gained from LTRIC into the nonprofit I founded called Women Veterans Empowered and Thriving. Our organization improves the lives of reintegrating service members and reunites veterans and civilians, so no veteran has to suffer like I did. I look to the future with a sense of preparedness and optimism for the class of 2020. We will stay true to ourselves and rise above all obstacles. We have graduated during a pandemic, so nothing can stand in our way now and in the future. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you.
Every year, the Faculty Association Executive Team solicits our faculty to provide names of individual students deserving of recognition because of academic accomplishments, personal perseverance, community involvement, and other such traits. I am honored to tell you of the student who has been elected to receive the Faculty Association Student of the Year Award. This non-traditional student has been described by faculty as hardworking, honest, and a nice person. As this student made their way through their academic program, the faculty recall the countless ways the student self-sacrificed while never losing sight of their commitment and doggedness for the pursuit of their goals. Not only did the student demonstrate this through aiding our country by serving in the Air Force, but the student also volunteered and participated in several combat tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other Middle Eastern locations. After leaving the Air Force, the student put his work ethic, discipline, and tenacity toward achieving his construction management degree. Even in the midst of great challenge, the student refused to give up. While completing his studies, his family and Puerto Rico experienced significant loss during the hurricane, making it necessary for him to go to Puerto Rico to help. Sacrificing both his personal financial resources and his time, he persevered to assist his family through the recovery from the hurricane, as well as some serious health issues, all the while maintaining his significant academic presence. During these events, faculty members described his actions to survive and maintain his academic commitments as unbelievable. His faculty reported being inspired by his presence in their classes. Rudolfo Rudy Aurelio reportedly never gave up on his family or priority of school, landing him the title of a genuine human being and well-deserving of this reward. Congratulations, Rudy. May these same traits help you aim high. It is now my honor to introduce the L-Tri-C students named 2019-2020 All-Pennsylvania Academic Team members. Selection to the All-Pennsylvania Academic Team is competitive. Students must have completed at least 36 credits at a community college and earn a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. Community college presidents or their designated nominators may submit no more than 2 nominations per campus. An independent panel of judges considers outstanding academic rigor, grade point average, academic and leadership awards, engagement in college and community service in the selection process. Each member of the All-Pennsylvania Academic Team receives a full 2-year scholarship to any of the universities in the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education and competes at the national level for scholarships from the All-USA Academic Team and the Coca-Cola Community College Academic Team. 2 L-Tri-C students, Alexis Hill of Jim Thorpe, PA, and Mary Willem of Lehighton, PA, have been named members of the 2019-2020 All-Pennsylvania Academic Team, which is sponsored by Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for 2-year colleges, the Coca-Cola Corporation, PASHE, and the Pennsylvania Commission for Community Colleges. Alexis Hill, a graduate from Jim Thorpe High School, is in the L-Tri-C Honor Scholars Program and is an education major. She is the president of L-Tri-C's Phi Theta Kappa chapter, as well as a Student Government Association senator and a member of the Kappa Delta Pi, the International Honor Society for Education Majors. She has volunteered at L-Tri-C's New Student Convocation, Open House, Out of the Darkness Walk, the Purple Pinky Run, and Phi Theta Kappa awareness events. Her plans are to continue to earn her education degree from Bloomsburg University and teach high school science. Mary Willem graduated from Lehighton High School and is an education major. She is a member of Phi Theta Kappa and Kappa Delta Pi, the International Honor Society for Education Majors. Mary is in L-Tri-C's Honor Scholars Program and has volunteered at New Student Convocation and PTK awareness events, in addition to Vacation Bible School at her church. Her career goal is to become a mathematics teacher and to continue her studies at Bloomsburg University. Congratulations to Alexis and Mary.
We will now proceed to recognize the graduates. As we call the names of our graduates, you will note that some of our students are graduating cum laude, which means they have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.5 and 3.74 and are graduating with honors. You will also note some students are graduating magna cum laude, which means they have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.75 and 3.94 and are graduating with high honors. And some students are graduating summa cum laude, which means they have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.95 and 4.0 and are graduating with highest honors. Students who have completed all requirements of the College Honors and Honors Scholars programs will be announced. Students who have completed their studies as members of the Lehigh Carbon Community College Honor Scholars Program are wearing a gold medallion. Many students participating in this ceremony are wearing stoles and cords of different colors. This regalia represents membership in one of several international and national honor societies. In addition, military service and veteran students are wearing honor cords. For your reference, all special regalia are noted in the commencement program. And now we present the class of 2020.
Climax Golder Beeline Award, Constance Quillen Baxter, Associate of Applied Science, summa cum laude. Distinction in Psychology Award, Angelique M. Brogan, Associate of Science, cum laude. Lehigh County Chapter of American Association of Medical Assistants Award, Tanasia Elder, Associate of Applied Science. Occupational Therapy Assistant Student Scholarship Award, Eliza Q. Gross, Associate of Applied Science, summa cum laude. Joanne Gherkin Graduation Speaker Award, Daniel M. Mellon, Associate of Arts, cum laude, Honor Scholar. Occupational Therapy Assistant Student Association Award, Charlotte M. Moyer, Associate of Applied Science, magna cum laude. Joanne Gherkin Graduation Speaker Award, Jennifer M. Pakanowski, Associate of Arts. Wayne E. Kirker Award, Corey E. Prell, Associate of Applied Science, magna cum laude. Professor Elizabeth Betty Hummer Memorial Award, Ann M. Scott, Associate of Science.
Ali Burnfield, Jose Alberto Brito, Alexandra Juarez, magna cum laude, Lillian Lopez, Erica Messner, magna cum laude. Kelsey Marie Adams, Diana Attila, cum laude, Vanessa Joanne Balliot, Christine Caban, cum laude, Cheyenne Campbell, Karina Colfer, magna cum laude, Erica Frizzi, Lisa Fort, Sanaya Jones Gardner, Jensen Lukenbill, Azra Mahmood, Carla Umanza Mihivar, Vivian Ortiz, Kyla Lynn Siegfried, Olivia Claire Stanek, Alicia Ann Velasky, Morgan Wagner, Haley Willett, Caitlin Leanne Whistler,
Daniel Ahiro, Jennifer L.M., summa cum laude, Caitlin Balmer, cum laude, Stephanie Barner, Caitlin Marie Bass, Constance Quillen Baxter, summa cum laude, Climax Golder Beeline Award, Erin Alicia Bennett, Megan Bonzel, magna cum laude, Myra Butt, Sarah Campbell, Carrie Sevacello, magna cum laude. Sabrina Clark. Daniel Patrick Connors. Fanny Cruz. Alexandria DeLong, cum laude. Brittany Devitt. Neil DeWalt. Megan Lee Dugan. Tanasia Elder, Lehigh County Chapter of American Association of Medical Assistants Award. Jason Tyler Garcia. Amanda Lynn Green. Eliza Gross, summa cum laude, Occupational Therapy Assistant Student Scholarship Award. Estella Guerrero, cum laude. Heather Heckler. Melissa Heckman. Victoria L. Herzog. Morgan Hoffman. Jada Holland. Francis Joaquin, magna cum laude. Alexandra Juarez, magna cum laude. Josefita Jacino, magna cum laude. Marisha Kelly. Sherade Kelly. James D. Kober, magna cum laude. Pablo Landavar. Lisa Marie Lasco. Michelle Lopez, cum laude. Jenny R. Lyons. Lisa Marie Madera.
Erica Messner, magna cum laude. Ryan Miller. Brock Moore. Charlotte Moyer, magna cum laude, Occupational Therapy Assistant Student Association Award. Esther Louise Moyer, cum laude. Kyle David Beach Musser. Karen N. Neely, summa cum laude. Francesca Nemeth. Jessica No. Rachel Oberman. Cynthia Ortiz, magna cum laude. Yolani Pineda, magna cum laude. Carmen Pumares. Corey Elizabeth Prell, magna cum laude, Wayne E. Kirker Award. Brittany Lee Pretash. Ashley Reber. Alexander Rich Jr. Jose A. Rivera, magna cum laude. Mustafa Rumaz, magna cum laude. Theodora J.C. Ta Rogers. Matthew Rosa. Natasha M. Rosada. Dilcia Ruiz. Melissa Schnaphoff. Cameron Gavin Sirfas, cum laude. Nicholas Semenko. Natalie Shahoud. Jennifer Smith. Jennifer Stovez. Nicole Riley Sylvester. Elaine Tagliamonte, cum laude. Esteban Daniel Tirado. Ava Wilson. Karina Arlette Yunez.
Danielle Delaker. Claudia de los Santos. Abigail Tonkin. Michaela Waldrop.
Ida Abadesh, Nicholas Adams, Rebecca Ansbach, Angelique Brogan, cum laude, Distinction in Psychology Award. Alexis Brooke Chemnitz, Naira Cherry, summa cum laude. John Zonska, Kelsey Dominguez, Nadia Dundur, Honors Scholar. Mikal Madera Franco, Gloria Graham Haynes, Brandon Heffelfinger, cum laude. Thomas Michael Hedgedus, cum laude. Cody Lehman, cum laude. Melissa Martinez, Megan Miller, magna cum laude. Lauren Posh, Honors Scholar. Brandon Rockwell. Yadira Rosado. Romeo Salibi. Anne Marie Scott, Professor Elizabeth Betty Hummer Memorial Award. Erica Sinchi. Maisie Helene Troxel, cum laude, Student Government Association Senator. Michael Anthony Vasquez, Samantha Wagner, McKenna Weber.
Kylie Musselman, cum laude. Emily Stroll. Liz Perez, Honors Scholar.
Jared S. Albright, Honors Scholar. Alexander Sammy Izar. Audrey Basehart, summa cum laude. Kayla Marie Klauser. Alden Russell Gilbert, magna cum laude, graduate of the Early College Program. Lucas David Gregoire, magna cum laude, graduate of the Early College Program. Tyler Michael Hartman, cum laude, graduate of the Early College Program. Alexis Hill, magna cum laude, Honors Scholar, All Pennsylvania Academic Team Member, Student Government Association Senator. Valerie A. Horvath. Samantha Lambert, Honors Scholar, Student Government Association Senator. Mark Lang. Abigail Leonardo, Honors Scholar. Leslie Luna. Sean Matakavich. Daniel Mellon, cum laude, Honors Scholar, Joanne Gherkin Graduation Speaker Award. Jaeen Tuhaks Munn. Anna Seeley Ortiz. Jennifer M. Pakanowski, Joanne Gherkin Graduation Speaker Award. Claire Patterson, cum laude. Kayla Piaquidio, magna cum laude, Honors Scholar, Student Government Association Senator. Mason Rabenald, magna cum laude. Mabel Reyes. Jamie Lee Santana. Sam Sterner, cum laude. Xavier Von Lourd, graduate of the Early College Program. Mary Wilhelm, magna cum laude, honor scholar, All Pennsylvania Academic Team member. Alyssa Williams, magna cum laude, graduate of the Early College Program. Christina Michelle Wowak. Lulu. Austin Christopher Yanders.
Daniel Salvatore Gagliardi. Erica Lynn Long. Rawad Shahud.
That concludes the L-Tri-C virtual commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. Thank you for joining us for this momentous celebration of L-Tri-C's 53rd class of graduates. While we deeply miss the opportunity to sing your praises in person at the PPL Center, where we have held commencement exercises prior, we hope that this virtual event has honored you, your hard work, and commitment to achieve this important milestone. On behalf of all at L-Tri-C, congratulations. Our very best wishes to each of you as you move onward. Thank you for spending part of your journey with us. Do stay well and enjoy.